If you look at this box score, you'll see there's a, I think it's a 22-point differential in errors. If they had more than us, or actually we won the serving game by 10, and then they had 12 more errors, okay? And some of that was forced by blocks, but only one. So really we played with more maturity, but I really don't believe we played our best volleyball. And, you know, we got out-killed 38-32. I feel like because we stayed pretty low error in the first two sets in particular, we won this match. We need to be better. And I can tell you, I think we have to be better tomorrow morning than this to win. I think we got to be better tomorrow night to win. We have to improve. And a lot of it is coming from the fact that we're not getting real competitive swings to our pin players. For those of you who don't know, the pin players are the right and the left side players. Okay, we're not getting the ball to them in great locations so that they can take really good swings. It took Alex an entire match to warm up. I thought she got okay toward the end. Now, the good news is both of our middles played well. They were consistent, they were athletic, they were physical. We blocked the ball pretty well tonight. You know, I think I'd like to get more stuff than that, but I thought we did some good things blocking, and I thought we defended really well. And you know, you'll read this box score and go, well, they outdug you by 2, but that doesn't really always relate. We dug the ball very well, and I think we gave ourselves good opportunities. But I feel like we got to do a better job of capitalizing on those opportunities. So I don't mean to be negative in a 3-0 win. I thought the crowd was fantastic, and I thought it probably made Baylor a little uncomfortable, and they played that way, but and we didn't, and that's why we won.
Considering the changes that you had for this year's team and the offense and players, was there maybe a little bit more anxiousness on your part to see how this kind of played out?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of anxiousness. The interesting thing when you go to a 6-2, it really is simple, you know, what you're doing, and so you have to do little things really, really well all the time, and so as we go on with this, we're going to have to get better at things like out-of-system setting. Not just Crystal and Dree, by the way. Our other players weren't getting good location when they had opportunities to set, you know, and we've got to get that. I thought, you know, it took our outside hitters a long time to really get in a flow and a rhythm today, and to where they looked like they were getting good offensive attacks. I think Jasmine had 2 or 3, Dree had like 1 or 2 in the entire match, you know? So we got to get, those guys have got to get going. We did a good job with our middles, and they were very physical, and that really helped us. So when we needed a kill, they got it for us.
I was going to say, because you did feel like the 6-2 would bring out the strengths in your middles, and
well, I think
tonight, especially
yeah, we saw it tonight. Mm-hmm.
What did you learn about your team in set 1 coming back from set 1?
That was good. I mean, we were gritty. We played like a team that has 4 seniors, which we do, you know, and those kids did the right things at the right time.
To the setters, can you talk a little bit about the fact that probably with the new system, working with new hitters, new roles for both of you, is it some of the timing that's just you think will get better as match play goes along?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, like, we're far from a finished product, and so this is our first match, so we're gonna have some kinks and stuff. But I think throughout the match we showed that like we worked through so many of those kinks already, and then we have a lot more that we can do. So I think we're gonna continue to get better every day.
Alex, you did really efficiently tonight. What was working so well at the net for you?
Well, the setters were doing a really great job of placing in a high spot for me, and I just tried to go high. I saw I had a pretty strong block on me. They had 2 up most of the time, so just trying to go high and use their hands worked pretty well.
How much more comfortable do you feel compared to a year ago, just having the year of experience, and it looked like you came out just really confident and ready to kind of take over?
I mean, of course a year helps. less nerves and you feel more comfortable, you know what you're doing. And the 6-2, I find personally, I like it because I find my strengths are in front of the setter. So, I mean, it's a lot easier, I guess, for me.
Crystal, what were you guys able to learn tonight that you can take and build going on the next 2 matches tomorrow?
I just think building off of what Dree said, I mean, it's just really finding connections and heights and tempos and, like, especially for our pin hitters, getting locations and everything, like, at a good spot. So, I mean, of course, there's a set here and there that's not where it's supposed to be, but I think we realize, like, where the sets need to be, and then, I mean, we just need to work from there.
Was there any first game jitters for you guys coming in this one?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's always like first game jitters for everyone. I know, at least me personally, I was really nervous. Like, and then when you come out, like, it's great to see all the big crowd, but it kind of is like, oh, everybody's here to watch us, which is awesome. But you just, after the first set, though, we kind of got rid of all those jitters and started to play our volleyball.
Especially it being like one of like our bigger matches with the wide out and knowing that there was going to be a ton of people. I mean, there's always going to be first game jitters, but like Dree said, I think after the first set we just really got into our rhythm and did what we needed to do, and we took care of business.
What's the one carryover from last season? I mean, you guys were so good last season at the end game. That was carried over a bit tonight, especially in sets 1 and 3. How comforting is to know that that kind of characteristic still exists on this team?
I love it. I mean, we work on end game all the time in practice, and we do, like, we have, like Tom said, we have 4 seniors, and then we also have experienced younger players, and it's just a competitive drive that all of us have, and nobody wants to lose that 23-23 set, so it's awesome to be able to know that we are comfortable in competing in those situations.
Heading into the season, you guys ranked 12th in the nation. You go out there and get that first win. How does that feel for you to go out there?
It's good. I mean, you don't know what to expect going into your season. As like you have practice, but you really don't know what's going to happen. So it's kind of nice to get that one under our belt and start the season off right. And now we can just build up from here.
Anything else, guys?
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.